Hello, star seeds. It's Stacy, and I am going to be talking about the most important tantric teaching today. If you're a serious tantra teacher, you got to be able to pull one of these off. And I'm feeling a little sexy today, I have to admit, because today a man my age won the Sexiest Man Alive award, whatever. So I thought that was cool. Patrick Dempsey is the sexiest man alive. So I'm feeling a little bit sexier. And so, and part of that is the reason is because I identify with something outside myself. Instead of just saying, hey, like I'm Patrick Dempsey, we're actually one being, right? That's non-dualism, y'all. Okay, so I'm, Patrick Dempsey. So today we're going to talk about the most important tantric teaching. And you could say it's the most important religious or spiritual teaching. Like that's it. This is it. There's no need to go any further. Okay. So my teachers, Maharishi Mahishogi, His Holiness Durjan Rinpoche, Aurobindo, Yogananda, to name a few, and my teacher could talk for hours and hours and hours, and they are amazing, enlightened beings. And they would say there's only one thing that they know, and it's not a knowing from a head space, it's a knowing from a being space, that they are already one with all things, with creation. And they're literally playing a part in a video game. And this is all phenomenon, although it's beautiful phenomenon. Okay, so to boil it down, my teacher would ask 3 questions. This is it. What are you looking for? What are you looking with? And what are you looking at? And an answer to all of those questions is the same. It's the same. Okay, so chew on that for a while. Okay, so the thing that's interesting about Tantra is usually you're going to be learning from a Indian man to learn some of the things that I teach, or a man from the East that's wearing a saffron robe. And I am declaring my own tantric tradition, which is modern Shaktism. So we could say it's a radical sacred feminism. Yes. We could call it yoga meditation for women. Yes. We could call it sacred activism. Yes. Divine feminism, whatever. But we're putting it in a box, right? But if I was to put it in a box, those are the boxes I would put Shaktism in right now. Because we've come to a point where we cannot continue on with this level of consciousness that is very based in dualism. It's we've got a lot of acting up around what I call bully consciousness, just to make things simple. Okay, so there's a lot of duality in the world. Like the internet, there's so much information coming at us like crazy, and a lot of it is distortions. Like a lot of it's not even real. So a great philosopher by the name of Aldous Huxley said that the truth often gets lost in a sea of triviality. And that's certainly true today. Triviality and disinformation, and just so much information in general. It's a lot. So the question is, what do you identify with, right? Like what of those things that are swirling and twirling and hitting you are you identifying with? Or what roles do we identify with? I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm a teacher. Those are all constructs of the mind. And yet the main reason for any sort of suffering on this planet, with the exception of biological suffering, such as like you're trying to eat, you're basically trying to eat, like it's a biological reality that you like need food, okay, are mind made. So it's based on our thoughts, what we identify with, and the stories that we create about who we think we are. So an identification is a huge reason for human suffering. So we suggest that what is made by the mind can be unmade by the mind. And so in Tantra, we self-observe, or there's witness consciousness, or we could call that second sight, or second sight. It's not second sight. That's psychic. I don't know. Second awareness, something like that. Okay, so self-observation is critical. Okay, and then make a choice for liberation, because we have a level of consciousness that's going one way. We also have a level of consciousness that's going the other way. The advertising campaign for the divine feminine has not really kicked in yet. So that's what I'm talking about, people here. Okay, we're talking about the divine feminine. Our future depends on the spiritual awakening of the divine feminine. Okay, so back to my non-dual, that's true too. But the main teaching is back to the one that I'm going to talk about again. So it's like, who are we? So non-dualism, straight out. A lot of the language I just spoke was very dualistic. This is masculine, feminine, right, wrong, good, bad. What do I identify with? What are my thoughts going through my head? And it's all mind-made. Some of my ideas are helpful for me to remember who I am, which is as one with all of creation, which is the main teaching. You are as one with all of creation. There's absolutely nothing you need to do to be more XYZ for your society, your family, religious institutions, academic institutions. It's just a matter of choosing to be yourself. Like just being the pure essence of who you are, which is love in the present moment. That's it. That's all there is. There's only one of us here. That's a great way to say it in one sentence. There's only one of us here. That was straight from my teacher. Isn't that brilliant? There's only one of us here. Okay, so, to reinforce Shiva, the divine masculine, and Shakti. Okay, this is a fierce Shakti because she's coming through. They're actually one being. They're two sides of the same coin. Shiva and Shakti are one. So most often we'd see in our world, religions, Jai Ma, Jai Shiva. Most religions, I'm a bhakti, so that's part of what I do. It's part of how I melt my mind-made constructs. It's more fun. Where was I? Anyway, Shiva and Shakti are one. Okay, Buddha and Kuan Yin, they're one. We're one being. And Jesus and Mary Magdalene, the apostle of apostles, and his wife and most accomplished student, Mary Magdalene, who bankrolled Jesus and was his wife. That's what Shakti tribe has channeled in from multiple documents, such as the Gnostic Gospels and Catholic Church, by the way. One thing we agree on. Anyway, so that's it. Okay. What are you looking at? What are you looking with? What are you looking for? And there's only one answer to that question. We are one. You're looking for yourself. So the teaching is be yourself. You already are all that is. So it's not like I'm going to channel in my higher self. I'm going to be as one with my highest self, or I'm going to find a way I want my highest self. No, it's like you already are it, darling. You already are it. Who you are is perfect. There's nothing to accomplish. There's no one to win. You don't have to step on anybody's head to get a leg up, right? That's bully consciousness. And bully consciousness is acting up right now on planet Earth. And what it is it's really an imbalance. They've got I call it the machismo. Okay? Because masculine is not toxic. The lack of masculinity is toxic. Okay? That is what's toxic. Okay, so the lack of masculinity, the lack of being able to hold safe space and protect, has turned into a traumatic scene that hurts a lot of people, and especially children. That's basically all mind made. And so although those things exist, it's important to not allow them to identify you, or for you to cling to that, because it's very easy to go into that space. And the reality is that we're all as one. We're all one being. Okay. So if it's good, it's good. And if it's whatever bad, it's good. It's all the same. Okay. So most religions would have us think right, wrong, good, bad. Okay. That's dualism. That's dualism. Okay. Non-dualism is we are one. There is no other. There is no other. What are you looking for? Yourself. What are you looking with? Yourself. What are you looking for? Yourself. Okay, so how do we do that? Like, that's a good question. We call upon Ma. She's going to tell us. Okay, so this is an aspect of Kali or Shakti. So we could think of Shakti as our gentle side. We could think of her as the lightning bolt that moves through your body to wake you up, like the tingling in your spine that's like going up your spine. That's Shakti, okay? So she could also be thought of as a dark mother. But this one is a peaceful blue goddess, okay? So she's what's coming in right now for me. Okay, so her presence teaches us that it is not always effective. Most often it's not always effective to fight fire with fire. We literally feed duality when we do that shit. Or we try to overcome force with greater force. Her wisdom is that of a gentle nature, able to calm, disarm, and diffuse. There is not always a need to try and grapple and conquer. Sometimes the need is simply to let go. Nothing rightfully yours shall be denied to you. The simplicity of this can confuse those who have learned that they need to pick up any gauntlet thrown in their direction. Just because another has created a reality for themselves and attempting to draw into you, it does not mean that you must participate. You have the divinity granted gift to choose where to invest your energy as a creator. Like, where you're going to invest your energy during this great shift. Like, that's it. That's what she's asking us. Be strong so that you can know gentleness. So it's like we have to have that ground of being, that safe space of Shiva, consciousness itself. We are consciousness itself, manifesting everything. Okay. And Shakti is the becoming. So we have the level of consciousness, pure potential, Shiva, and then we have action. And they are one. The sacred masculine and the sacred feminine are one. And that's what I'm all about. If you'd like to learn more, there's also a teaching in the notes. You can donate. This is radical sacred feminism. We're rebels. Okay. So our prayer is that humanity is all here to lead with compassion, wisdom, and most of all, love, recognizing our unity, allowing the distortions to fall away. Just be in love in the present moment. Be yourself. That's it. Okay. There's nothing else to do here right now. Okay. Except for like hold safe space for the feminine. That's it. Be the light in yourself. Okay. This is a inside out awakening. Everything is reversed pretty much from the machismo dominator structure. Like, this is like flipping things upside down. Okay. And this is Mary Magdalene and Jesus's teaching too. Straight out, the kingdom of the goddess is in you. You are it. Just be it, darling. There's no separation. Okay. We're all part of the great creator or great source. And that's the most important teaching. If you only remember one thing about really any religion or any spirituality, like, you are one. You are one with the Divine Mother. May all beings be free. May all beings be liberated. And that's the last one, making a choice for liberation. You actually have to take action towards cultivating the body of light. And that's what I teach. And that takes discipline. That's the masculine energy, the discipline, the focus, the penetration. Without that, Shakti cannot rise. And without Shakti or the love or the soul, then we cannot elevate the level of consciousness and cultivate this revolution of consciousness. It's literally a revolution of consciousness. We're moving from dominator consciousness to unity consciousness. And I believe that there's going to be something big that happens in the month of November 2023 that's going to give us all a lot of hope. And it's also very important to think of who you are at your highest level and imagine peace on earth. It's very powerful. It's very powerful to do that, okay? So we are one. The light is coming in. You are as one with creation. So just be yourself. Relax into yourself. That's the game, okay? And all the phenomenon is just created by the mind. What is made by the mind can be unmade by the mind, and then made again, made anew. And that's what we're doing here, because we're creating peace on earth. And we have to realize our unity, and that's what it's about. It's going to be fun too. Okay, hopefully it's going to be, it's always going to be fun. That's the thing. This is a tantric way, okay? Just that moment, like I just went into duality, right? Like maybe it'll be fun. I don't know. Duality, bam. No, it's always it. The present moment in love and watching yourself. That's what I do. Like I'm just watching myself. That's a huge part of it. But not beating yourself up or going into blame and shame because of your bullshit distortions that were created by some weird mind thought that came off the internet, maybe. I mean, really, right? This is the kind of stuff that we hold on to, which has nothing to do with who we are, darling. Okay, anyway, I'm offering Sunday night meditations in November and December of 2023 for women only. And it's going to be radical sacred feminism, Bhakti Shakti, Tantra Yoga, Dzogchen. My teachers were Maharishi Mahesh Yogi and His Holiness Durjan Rinpoche, and more lineages, and my direct teacher is an enlightened woman. So I've actually created, and I'm the leader of modern Shaktism. So, hey, get in now while you can, all right? There'll be 8 awakening women that will be joining us, and sending all my love. And just remember, you are it. You're the divine feminine, you're the divine masculine, whatever you want to call it. You're it. You're the creator of your own reality. And the matrix is real. You make your own matrix. Might as well, if you're going to tell a story, make it a good one, okay? Namaste. Sending my love. Please check out the notes. Cheers.